Hey, this is Paul from Hot and Humid Hydroponics. Today is a special day because today is planting day, and I've got my little planting partner with me. John, look at the camera. John, look at the camera and say hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Say hi, Hot and Humid.
Hi, Humid.
So today, a little bit different with my Dutch buckets. Had to make some small modifications. Kind of thought of it on the top of my head, saw it somewhere else, and then it just kind of dawned on me. So kind of a little bit of both. So as I was looking at running out of space for certain types of crops, specifically cucumbers and some squash, and I said to myself, well, I could surely put more than one in a 5-gallon bucket. It's kind of overkill to not have it. And so in doing so, I just realized that why not put like 3, maybe 4. I'll probably regret it later, but you know, I've got to know what the capacity of my system is. So again, it's all trial and error. And today I want to show you what I did. So in this bucket over here, we've got Jackson's, we have what's called Jackson's hybrid cucumbers. They're from Johnny Seeds, and you can get them a couple other places, but the Jackson's, these are pickling cucumbers, and those pickling cucumbers are specifically, the reason I chose them this season was because of their high resistance to powdery mildew and everything else. There's a lot of, you know, nasties that come out here in Florida, and I'm going to be working against them with some organic measures this year. But I figured, why not start with some resistant varieties? Last couple of seasons, I really like the crop that I've gotten, but they have all succumbed to powdery mildew or some kind of mold, and I decided to get something a little more resistant. So when you're putting the Dutch buckets in, if it was just one plant, it's real simple. You know, you're taking your line, and the water flows over. Well, the problem is you're not really sure, and when you're putting more than one, are these other little areas that I planted getting enough water? So what I did is very simple. Take maybe 5 inches, 6 inches, it really doesn't matter, of 1/2 inch PVC. Put a 1/4 inch up there, and I believe those are 16th inch holes. And I just kind of drilled my way around. I just drilled through the pipe in a couple different areas. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of reorganize these just a touch. And I'm going to drive the stake down the center, making sure my 1/4 inch hole is lined up properly. And I'm just going to pull that tube out a little bit. Try to do this all one-handed. There we go. Hold on. There we go. So what we're doing, we're effectively making sure that each side is getting proper liquid. Now, I tried this last season, and I'm going to change this up here in a minute. I did this like earlier today, and I just realized that the water spray, etc., when the water pressure gets high, the water sprays everywhere, and if I do it too low, then the drip rings don't do very well. It's just not real conducive. So by doing this, this directs everything out. So what's the important thing I realized is that when you're doing this type of style, you got to make sure that the pipe actually has perlite in it. So just because you drive it in there doesn't mean it's going to happen automatically. It just doesn't. So we're just going to go ahead and fill that full of perlite. Sorry about the shaky camera, guys. I'm doing this with one hand. And I want that to back up with perlite. I want it to settle. I notice I'm actually taking some water here, and I'm running it and making it settle, and I'm packing it in there a little further. I want it to disperse, but I specifically want it to disperse in those areas. I do not want the water to get over the top, because that's caused me problems in the past. It works initially, but once you start getting plants coming through, they just don't like being that wet. So what I am doing is simply just directing the water. And that's it, guys. That water will fill up and backfill just a slight bit, but ultimately it's going to now absolutely percolate 100% through the entire unit. And no sprayers, no micro-sized anything. And the advantage with that is that there's going to be no backups and so forth, and I can easily clear it out if I need to. Anyways, this is Paul from Hot and Humid. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.